Hello students, hope you are all doing well. This video is powered by Synthesis Tutorial. So in the previous session we were done till question number 21 of exercise 9C. So now we'll be starting with what? We'll be starting with question number 22. Okay, so what is question number 22, children? It says that the P has been given. Okay, so I'll be writing down 22. The value of P has been given and Q has been given. Okay, so the P has been given as how much, children? 1, 2, 2 minus 1, and the value of Q has been given as 1, 2, 0 and 1. Okay, so this is what has been given, and then now you need to find out P square minus Q square. So how are you going to find this, children? Remember, what is important in this question children, is that P square minus Q square, how you are going to find out? First you are going to do P into P, then you are going to find Q into Q, and then you will be writing P square minus Q square. Okay, and in the second sub question you will be taking P plus Q and P minus Q. So what I am trying to tell you is that P square minus Q square you are not going to solve as P plus Q and P minus Q. Because why? Because that is already there in the second sub question. So you are not supposed to solve it that way. So now once you are getting this, then what you will be getting, that you will be getting that P square minus Q square, the value of the matrix will not be equal to P plus Q into P minus Q. And this you are going to get only when you are solving this particular question, and this is an important result which says that for matrices A plus B is never equal to A minus B. Okay, is not true for matrix algebra. Alright, so this question you will be taking as homework because this is an easy one, so you can easily do that. And now we will be moving to question number 23. Okay, so in question number 23 the question says what? The matrix have been given, find ABC and ACB. So how you going to find ABC, children? So I'll be doing this so that you understand this. For finding out ABC, first you will be multiplying A into B, and whatever resultant you are getting, you are going to multiply that by C. Okay, and then what you will be doing for finding ACB, will be first multiplying A into C, and whatever resultant you are going to get, that you are going to multiply by B. So then you have to compare whether this is equal to this or not. If yes, then that is your answer. If no, then you will be writing that ABC is not equal to ACB. Okay, so this is the way. It is just a normal multiplication sum, children. So even this looks an easy one. So question number 23 also I'll be giving you as homework. I told you already how to solve this. Okay, we'll be now moving to question number 24. Okay, so write down question number 24. It says what? If A is equal to this much, B is equal to this much, and C is equal to this much, find each of the following and state that if they are equal. Okay, so this is again a similar type of question, children, wherein what you need to do, A matrix has been given. Okay, B matrix also has been given. So in the first sub question you need to find CA plus B. Means what, children? You have to write down matrix C, that is minus 2 0, minus 3 1, and this you need to multiply with 1 3 2 4. Okay, and then whatever you are going to get this particular matrix, you are going to add up with this B matrix. Okay, and then you are going to find out a result. And similarly for second sub question, you are going to add up A plus C into B. So you will be multiplying C into B. Okay, this one into B, and then you are adding up A, and then you have to see that whether both of them values are coming equal or not. So this question also looks pretty easy, children. So even question number 24 I am going to give you as homework. Lots of easy sums coming in, children. I hope you all will be able to do it. So that is why I am giving you all as homework. So moving on to question number 25, children. Here it has been given that, okay, I'll be doing this. A has been given as 2 1 1 3, and the value of matrix B has been given as 3 minus 11. Okay, find matrix X such that Ax is equal to B. So how are you going to do this, children? First we will be finding out that what can be the order of matrix A. So they have written Ax is equal to B. So now you can clearly see here that A is of the order 2 into 2. And what about B? It is of the order 2 into 1. So if this is of the order 2 into 2 and this is of the order 2 into 1, it is understood, children, that what will be the order of B? The order of B will be clearly, no, not this one, children, sorry. So for B I have been given that order is equal to 2 into 1. Okay, so clearly, children, what is the rule? The rule of multiplication says that multiplication between two matrices is possible only when number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of the second matrix. So this should be 2, and then what should be this one? This should be equal to C, 1. 2 into 1. So clearly what you will be writing? You will be writing that order of matrix X is equal to 2 into 1. 2 into 1. So if it is 2 into 1, then what you will be writing? You will be let X is equal to 2 into 1 matrix means, children, 2 rows and 1 column. Okay. Write down 2, not 2, sorry, A and B. If you want, you can take as XY. If you want, you can take as AB. Hence, since already A is there and X is there, I'll be taking as small b. Even that they are there, but it's fine. Okay, so now what you will be writing? You will be writing now that A into X is equal to B. So this implies A has been given as how much, children? 2, 1, 1, 3, and into X you have taken as AB is equal to 3 and minus 11. Okay, so now what this means, children? This implies, write down, see this upon calculations, how much is this going to give you, children? This is 2A plus 2 into A plus 1 into B, and here you will be getting 1 into A plus 3 into B is equal to 3 and minus 11. Okay, so this implies 2A plus B. Okay, so write down 2A plus B, and in the denominator, lower part, you have A plus 3B is equal to 3 minus 11. Okay, so now I'll be just erasing the above part. So what will I be getting? Just write down. This implies, see, 2A plus B is equal to 3. Okay, and then what else? A plus 3B is equal to minus 11. So here if you want to use elimination, you need to multiply this by 2. So what you will be getting? You will be getting 2A plus B, and then here you are getting 2A plus 6B is equal to minus 22. So this gets cancelled. This is minus, and then what are we getting, children? Okay, so this is 2, and then we are getting 6B, and then we are getting minus 22. Is there something that is getting this? Because here if I get minus 5B, then the value of B will be coming out as 4. So we'll be just looking into this, children. So 2A plus B is equal to 3 and A plus 3B is equal to minus 11. Okay, this is right. If we take it in the another way round, children, so this is B and minus B, and this goes, okay, this becomes plus. Okay, so this implies, write down, what are you getting now? We are getting that B minus 6B is how much, children? Minus 5B is equal to 3 plus 22 will be 25. So this implies the value of B will be 25 divided by minus 5, that is minus 5. And what about the value of A? You will be writing in any equation you can be putting up. You can be writing A plus 3b is equal to minus 11. So this implies a plus 3 into minus 5 is equal to minus 11. So this further implies that a minus 15 is equal to minus 11. So the value of a will be equal to minus 11 plus 15, which is equal to 4. So what are the values that we are getting, children? We are getting that a is equal to 4 and b is equal to minus 5. So remember, children, what is important in this type of question is for you to find out that what will be the order of the unknown matrix. If you are able to find out that, then your answer is going to be an easy one. Okay, then you will be able to calculate quite very easily. Okay, and then we will be moving on to question number 26. Okay, find a minus 2i and a minus 3i. So I will be telling you how to do that one. Okay, so this is question number 26. So in question number 26, you are going to write out like this, children, that a is equal to, see, it is given as 4, 1, 2, 1. Okay, and then what is I, children? It is understood that if they have not given and if you want to multiply, then identity matrix, what you will be getting, children? The identity matrix. Okay, children, before that I just want to write it down one thing. In the previous question I was getting a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 5, but then the question wasn't completed here. So therefore what you will be writing, therefore matrix x is equal to, because that also you have to write, is equal to 4n minus 5. This way also you will be writing, and then only your question will be getting completed. Otherwise it will be considered incomplete. Alright, so we were now in question number 26. So question number 26, as I wrote, it was 4, 1, 2, 1. So children, you know that if you are taking identity matrix, so this is the value of a, and identity matrix will be of the same order. So to that I will be taking what? I will be taking 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so first I will be calculating a minus 2i. So how much will this be equal to? A is equal to 4, 1, 2, 1. Okay, minus 2 into I. So this is 2 into 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so how much will this be equal to, children? This is going to be equal to 4, 2, 1, 1 minus 2, 0, 0, 2. Okay, so how much is this going to give you? This is 4 minus 2, and then here I will be getting what? 1 minus 0, 2 minus 0 and 1 minus 2. Okay, so this is equal to 2, 1, 2 and minus 1. Okay, so this is what you are getting, a minus 2i. And now we will be calculating what? We will be calculating a minus 3i. So a minus 3i will be equal to what? A is how much? Again 4, 1, 2, 1 minus 3 into 1, 0, 0, 1. So this is equal to 4, 2, 1, 1 minus 3, 0, 0, 3. So how much you are getting? 4 minus 3 is 1. This is 2, 1, and 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Okay, so this is what you are getting, and now what you have to do, you need to multiply both of them to see what is the answer that you are getting. So what you will be writing? You will be writing a minus 2i multiplied by a minus 3i is equal to 2 to 1 minus 1. Okay, 2, 2, 1 minus 1, and this is being multiplied to 1, 2, 1 and minus 2. Okay, and then we will be just solving this. So write down, this is equal to, see, this is 2 into 1 plus 2 into 1, and then 2 into 2 plus 2 into minus 2. Then we have here 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1, and then minus 1 into 2 and minus plus minus 1 into minus 2. So how much is the answer that you are going to get? This is 2 plus 2, and here I will be writing down directly, children. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Okay, so this is 4, and then here 4 minus 4 is 0. Then again here I have 1 plus 1. Is this 1 plus 1, children? This should be 1 plus 1 into minus 1 into, so this is minus 1. Okay, so 1 minus 1 is 0, and here minus 2. Okay, here what I have done is 1 and 2, children. Okay, silly mistakes again. So this is 1 into 2 plus minus 1 into minus 2. So this is equal to 4. So what I will be writing? This is 4. So what is the matrix that I am getting? I am getting 4 0 0 4, which is not an identity matrix, but it is, yes, an diagonal matrix. Okay, so we will be now moving to question number 27, children. So in question number 27, children, you have been asked to find out the multiplication of this, but again clearly if you see, I'll move to question number 27. So if you see in this particular question, what are they asking? See, it is of the order, the matrix if you see is 2 0 1 1 minus 1 minus 2. So it is of the order what, children? 2 into 3, and then if you take the transpose 80, this will be of the order what? 2 0 1 1 minus 1 and minus 2. So this is coming of the order 3 into 2. Now you already know how to multiply this, but as of now this is not in the syllabus, so you can be just ignoring this particular question, because in the syllabus they have given the multiplication of only 2 into 2 matrix. Okay, and this is not 2 into 2 matrix, so you can be just ignoring this particular question. Okay, and now we will be moving to what? We will be moving to the next question, that is question number 28. Okay, so 28 is also a similar type of sum, children, wherein the value of m has been given. Okay, I'll be just explaining you how to do, so that you can easily take that as homework. Okay, so this is question number 28. Here m is equal to how much? It has been given as 4 minus 1, 1 and 2. So they have asking 6m, children. So 6m means 6 you will be multiplying with this particular matrix to get your answer, and then you will be getting what? You have to calculate m square, which will be equal to m into m. So this in turn will be equal to 4 minus 1, 1 and 2, and then here 4 minus 1, 1 and 2. Okay, so you will be multiplying both of them, and once you are multiplying, then you have to equate that with I. So I, they are saying, is a unit matrix of the order 2 into 2. So this is 0 0 this, and then you just multiply this by 2, and then just keep the values, and you can easily get the answer. Okay, so question number 28 is an easy one, children. You will be taking that as homework. We will be now moving to question number 29. So this is question number 29. So in this question it has been given what, children? P is equal to 2369. Okay, and the value of Q has been given as 3y, x and 2. Find x and y such that PQ is equal to null matrix. Okay, so what is the meaning of null matrix, children? You will be writing that null matrix is equal to 0 0 0 0. Okay, so any matrix whose all the elements are 0 0 is a null matrix. So here clearly I can see that P is of the order 2 into 2 and Q is also of the order 2 into 2. So the answer that we are going to get is of the order 2 into 2. So that is why we are taking null matrix, or that 0 0 0 and 0. Okay, so how you are going to do this? We will be finding out P into Q is equal to, write down 2 3 6 9, and this is being multiplied to 3y, x and 2. So how much you are going to get? This is equal to, you will be writing what? 0 0 0 and 0. So write down, this implies upon multiplication how much you will be getting, children? 2 into 3 is 6, 6 plus 6y, and then here 6 into 2 into x is 2x plus 6 into 2 is 12. So 2x plus 12. Here you are getting 3 into 3 is 9. So 3 plus 9y, not 9 plus 9y, children. And then 9x plus 18. Not 9x, sorry, children. 3x plus 18 is equal to 0 0 0 0. So if you just replace the values, children, if you just not replace, if you equate the values, what are you going to get? You are going to get that 6 plus 6y is equal to 0. So this implies 6y is equal to minus 6. The value of y will be equal to how much? Minus 1. And what about x, children? X you are going to get 2x plus 12 is equal to 0. So the value of 2x will be equal to minus 12. So x is going to be equal to minus 6. So these are the values that we are getting, that y is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to minus 6. Okay, so this is the way this sum has to be done. It was an easy one. The only concept we had is we had to take the concept of null matrix. Okay, and then we'll be moving on to the next question, that is question number 30. So in question number 30, it has been given as 2 cos 60 degree minus tan 45 degrees. Okay, and then here you have been given minus 2 sin 30 degrees. Here you have cos 0 degree. Okay, and this is being multiplied to another matrix whose values is cos 45 degrees, cosec 30 degree, sec 60 degree and sin 90 degree. Okay, children, so it's clear, children, that if at all you want to solve this particular question, you should be knowing the trigonometric values. So how much is cos 60, children? Cos 60 is equal to half. So write down 2 into half, and here minus 2 into sin 30 is also half. So this is going to be half. Minus tan 45. So tan 45 is 1. So you will be writing minus 1, and cos 0 is equal to 1. So you will be writing here 1. So this is your first matrix. And then how much is cot 45 equal to, children? It is equal to 1. Cosec 30 is the inverse of sin 30. So this is equal to 2. Sec 30 is also inverse of cos 60, sec 60, sorry. So this is 2 again. And then you have sin 90, which is equal to 1. So what are the things that can be getting cancelled here, children? This is getting cancelled. So what are you getting? You are getting 1 minus 1 and minus 1 1. Okay, and here you are getting 1 1 2 2. Now you need to multiply them. So this will be equal to what, children? 1 into 1 is, let's write down 1 into 1 plus minus 1 into 2, and then here we will be getting 1 into 2, okay, into plus minus 1 into 1. And here what you are getting? Minus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2. Okay, and here minus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 1. So how much are we getting now? We will just replace the values. So this is equal to, see, 1 into 1 is 1. So 1 minus 2, and then here you have 2 plus minus 1. So this is 2 minus 1. Then here I am getting what? Minus 1 plus 2. Okay, and here minus 2 plus 1. So how much you are getting, children? You are getting 1 minus 2 is minus 1 1. Then here 1 and minus 1. So this is the matrix that you are getting. So what is your answer, children? So this is equal to minus 1 1. 1 and minus 1. So in this way this particular sum can be done, children, wherein what was important was for you to know the trigonometric values. If you know the trigonometric values, then you are good to go. And this is the last question, children, which is question number 31, wherein you have to state with reason whether the following are true or false. A, B and C are matrices of order 2 into 2. So you know that A plus B is equal to B plus A. So your first answer will be true. Okay, why? Because the addition follows the policy of commutative. What about the second one? Subtraction is commutative? No, so your answer is false. The third one is, they are saying, does the property of associativity. So multiplication possesses the property of associativity. Yes, so your answer will be true. The fourth one is what, children? Distributive property. So does matrices order follow the follow this distributive property, your answer is again true. The fifth one is what, children? Fifth one has to do with distributive over subtraction. So yes, it does follows distributivity over subtraction. We'll be moving to the sixth one, a minus b. So that is again the similar one, the distributive over subtraction. So your answer will be true. The seventh one is a square minus b square is a plus b into no children. This form of algebra which is there, laws of algebra for factorization and expansion are not valid for the matrices. Okay, a square minus b square is never equal to a plus b into a minus b. You have to remember this. Okay, and the last one is sub question 8. So a square minus a square. So the answer is false, because you will be writing that laws of algebra are not at all applicable for matrices. Okay, so now we are done with this particular exercise, children, and in the next video we will be starting with the exercise 9D.